Is it actually possible to snag a brand new 5-bedroom build in Hendersonville for under 600 grand? You bet it is, and we're staring right at it. What's up, guys? Will Johnson with Where to Live in Nashville. Man, we are parked right outside this absolute stunner in the highly sought after Norman Farms community. This is CastleRock's Russell floor plan. But before we head in, I have to give a massive shout out to the listing agent, Ashley Bauer, for bringing this beauty to the market. She's doing a killer job representing the builder and the listing side. But listen, if you are eyeing this house and want an agent fighting exclusively for you to negotiate the best deal possible, you guys know who to dial. Call or text me directly at 615-265-1000, and let's get you represented on the buy side. So, all right, what are you staring at here? So before we cross the threshold, we're going to be looking at 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and just over 2,600 square feet of brand new glory, listed at $599,900. All right, enough staring at the beautiful brick and stonework at the outside. Let's go check out the inside, folks. So I do like some small things right as we first are walking in. I like the contrast between the stone and the brick. I do like the dual lights that's outside, and we have some brick framing the entrance as we're walking in as well. We've got the concrete steps, no wooden steps here, so you don't have to worry about any maintenance. And speaking of steps, there's only about 3 steps as we first walk in. So let's check out that blue door, the pop that has as soon as you're walking in. Love that. You do have, I know this is small, but it's important. If you don't have this, you would notice it. A little electrical outlet on the outside, just for, like, you know, Christmas lights or other type things as you're, you know, for the front porch area. So let's go check out the kitchen and the living room space right off the bat. So here we go, panning to the kitchen. As you can see, we've got a lot of cabinet space. CastleRock is known for that, and they're also known for their large islands. Holy cow, look at the print on that granite. Wow. I feel like we've got to do a little bit of a close-up there. So we've got, looks like some browns, some blacks, a little bit of gray, but a whole lot of pop, I'll tell you that. So we do have a couple pendant lights, but let's give you a feel for the whole area here. So we've got an area for the kitchen table right over here. And as we continue to pan, we've got a really large living room space. You've got seating for, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 here pretty easily. So, and it does flow very well. Obviously that open area from the living room area. I do like how these stairs are tucked away. They're not obstructive at all as you first walk in. I mean, they're about as hidden away as you can have for a staircase heading up to that second level. But let's go back to the front. We'll kind of give a walking tour as we're first walking in. You do have the glass doors for a little bit of extra light that's coming in here, but because it's off center a little bit from the hallway, you still have some level of privacy from people that are coming up on the front porch or dropping off packages, but you still gain the extra natural light. So as you're first walking in, you facing the right as you're walking in, you do have a drop zone with 3 hooks. Normal is probably 2, but this one has 3. You've got areas for your shoes down below, a little bench to sit on to put when you're putting your shoes on, and some areas up above to be able to store some extra goodies. So just to the left of that, as you would expect, we've got the garage that's there. So what's nice is for that drop zone, whether you're coming in through the garage, which if you're living here, most of the time that will be the case, or if you're coming in through the front door, then showing you this. So this particular build does have more of a traditional hot water heater versus a tankless. So just wanted to show you that. Some people have a preference one way or the other. And so just want to give you a full tour of the property. The ceilings in here are very high. So if you had some aspirations of maybe having some storage up top, There's people that do that. You've got plenty of room to be able to do that in this home. So you've got 2 bedrooms down here on this main level. So this first bedroom, I think for most people probably would be used as an office, just depends on how many people that you have living here. You do have the vinyl plank that carries into the office. So sometimes you've got carpet, sometimes you've got more of the hard surfaces. So this one does have more of those hard surfaces. The windows are a little bit larger than normal size windows in here, which is great, right? Like if you're putting your desk up here, you've got a lot of natural light and can be doing some people watching as people are walking up and down the neighborhood, which they are pretty active in this neighborhood. Then you get a little distraction with your ADD, people watch while you're getting some work done at the desk. But if you're using this as a traditional bedroom, this is what your closet space would look like. If you're using it as an office, you know, you could store your files or any number of things that's in here. But it is nice to have that extra bedroom on the main in case you've got a family member that maybe can't do stairs, to, you know, when they come to visit, to have that space where they can, you know, hang out. So this would be their bathroom if you're using that as a, you know, as a bedroom, or you've got somebody staying with you. So this would be the bathroom that they would be using. You've got the elongated toilet, you've got the tile in here, you've got a walk-in shower, which is important because if you've got that family member that can't do stairs, they're likely not going to be able to do too well for a, you know, like a tub shower combination. And this does have quite a bit of a hard surface area that's here. So you've got 2 areas to be able to put your shampoo. This is a pretty cool little fixture, plumbing fixture here for this shower. There's a look at the shower head in here. Yeah, a little bit of a step up, not much at all, enough to keep the water in, but wouldn't be obstructive at all for somebody that's wanting to use that shower. So laundry room is also on the main level, which you would expect with the master being on this main level. You do have some cabinets in here, which is nice, especially with this being on the main level, just off of the living room area, to be able to hide like your laundry detergent and whatnot. This is big enough for an oversized washer and dryer. You do have tile in here, as would be expected. So now we can focus more directly on the kitchen, give you a little bit more of a close-up. So we do have built-in oven. We've got a built-in microwave. We've got quite a bit of cabinets that's going around here. If gas is important to you, we do have gas throughout the neighborhood, but specifically in this house. The more traditional subway tile backsplash. I'll give you a view here of the hood there. I do like, because again, when you're looking at around 600,000, you're starting to get creep up more into that upscale category. So you may have some cool things to show off. So to have this glass here, just to show you kind of the depth, to put some things that, you know, you may want to display. So you may have some cool plates. Yeah, like my wife and I, we just got back from Italy, and we got some cool plates and some cool things to show off. So that would be a perfect space to be able to do that. So let's check out what's behind the door here. And you've got a massive walk-in pantry, massive. Just to give you a view here. So a lot of shelving, and I'm a big fan that they are not doing wire shelving, and even looking at some of the baseboards. So the baseboards do carry into that pantry area, and even electric outlets in here. So if you've got, you know, something that you need to hook up, you've got the ability to be able to do that in that walk-in pantry area. Speaking of electrical outlets, you do have electrical outlets on the sides of the island. Wanted to give you this side of a view as well. So give you an idea of the cabinet space that's under here, and just a little bit of extra space over here to tuck some. Who doesn't like a little bit of some nooks and crannies? This would be a great spice drawer, or even something to hold, you know, if you've got, I mean, a number of things that you could put in that area. But I do like the light fixture that they've got over the kitchen table. And yeah, you've got plenty of recessed lights here in the living room. So we've shown you the first bedroom on the main level. Let's show you the master on the main. Again, CastleRock does a good job of tucking away their bedrooms, just like they do a good job of tucking away their staircases. And it just gives it a little bit of separation, both sound-wise and visual-wise. So if you've got that bedroom door that's open, it makes it a little bit, just adds some more privacy. So you've got some recessed lights in here, tray ceiling, a couple of windows to add more natural light. This could easily fit a king-size bed. Likely would go along this wall here. So you've got your dual electric outlets on both sides of the bed to plug in your bedside lamps or cell phones in the evening. And yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, this is a very good sized bedroom. So let's make our way into the master bath. You've got dual sinks in here. Lots of flecks of different color within the granite. You do have that row of middle drawers in between the left and the right sink. Give you an idea of what the light fixtures look like in here. You do have both a shower and a tub in here. So let's open the door here to give you a little bit better view. So a little bit more of a light gray as far as the subway tile goes. You've got the dual glass areas to be able to put your shampoo, give you a view of the shower head, view of the fixture there. You do have a little bit of a bench seating here. And I'm a big fan of this herringbone design on the floors here. A little bit of a step up, a little bit more than the other shower, but not much at all. And good sized tub that's here. The tile goes up a little bit higher around the tub area than maybe some that you would see on average. I just like that it's there at all. You know, it's frustrating when you get in a tub and you've got bubbles that start getting on the drywall, and then you've got to try to take care of that. And for this, you don't have to worry about it. Transom light that they put in here, just a transom window rather, with some blinds on it. So if you want some privacy, you can have it. And that's super clever, right? Because a lot of times builders will put something like this in, but they won't put the blinds there. And sometimes it can be hard to find those shaped blinds. You got to go to a custom blind place and have them installed. So if you want that privacy, to be able to have that and just to shut the blinds is pretty great. So you do have a door to the water closet, and you've got your elongated toilet here. Give you a view there. And again, we're starting to see this more and more, really a lot in the CastleRock communities, is in the water closet, they've got a separate closet for like your towels, blankets, washcloths, all that sort of thing. So if you've got medications or anything, to put it in there. And you've got your walk-in closet here. I've always been a fan of walk-in closets right off of the bathroom rather than in the bedroom, just in case you've got somebody that's sleeping in, somebody that, or maybe you're the night owl and you're taking a shower late at night and then want to be able to get dressed, to not have to be opening up dresser drawers or shuffling through a lot of stuff in the bedroom. And you do have that LVP in this master closet as well. So, man, we have not even gotten to the upstairs yet, or to the outside. We've got a lot of stuff left to see. But if you're picking up what I'm laying down here, this is a pretty cool little floor plan. All right, so let's head up the stairs. We do have carpet on the stairs, just gives you a little bit of extra traction and makes it a little bit quieter as you're going up. Almost like a hushed tone as we're heading up here. So the design up here is pretty cool. So you've got a good size loft area, almost like a bonus room, an extra TV area. So you could probably seat 6 to 8 up here. They've got it pre-wired up here on the wall. So likely your couch and whatnot would go over on this wall. You do have a bit of a pitched ceiling in here, and you've got a spot up there where either you could put a ceiling fan, or potentially you could even have like a projector that's hanging down from the ceiling up there. So dual vents that's up here, I like that too, because it's very comfortable, very, very comfortable temperature wise up here. You do have some walk-in storage, and this is completely finished out. And what I mean by that is you've got all the flooring that's in here, and you can actually stack it up high enough because you've got the wall space up there. This would be super easy, guys, to drywall in later if you decided to do that. You can see the insulation that they've already got. So yeah, plenty of room for your Christmas trees, for your holiday decorations of any sort, or just suitcases, anything that you want to put into a storage area. So we've got 3 more bedrooms to check out up here, but something of note. So normally on the second floor, if you've got kind of a TV area, whether that's a bonus room or a loft space, it's usually right next to the bedrooms. So this is something that's important. You've got a hallway that's here that gives a little bit more separation sound-wise from that living room or bonus room, loft area over here, TV room I should say, versus the bedrooms that's down here. So we'll start by going to the right, and we're going to work our way up, and you'll see what I mean as we go through the different bedrooms here. So good size bedroom that's here. You've got one window, give you an idea of the views going outside the window. Pretty great, right? Like beautiful views outside for a secondary bedroom. Not bad at all. And you can see that the blinds are already in up here as well. So it's a nice touch. Those windows are screened as well. You may not have been able to notice from the video, so I just want to give you some extras. So pretty traditional size closet, a little bit wider than normal. So, I mean, this would be more than enough for one person because of the width. So you've got the dual doors instead of the single door, and it's a little bit wider on both of those sides. So, all right, I said we're moving on up. So that one's for your least favorite kid. So for the one that you maybe like a little bit more, this is the size of the bedroom here, but you've got a shared bath on this bedroom. So you've got a similar size closet, but you've got a shared bath that could be, let me close this door to give you a little bit better view. Want to give you value, people. Want to give you value for the time that you're giving to this video. So you've got a door there that leads to the bathroom. That bathroom also has a door that you can't really see yet that leads out to the hallway. So this bathroom would be shared by both of the bedrooms, but you could lock the door to the hallway, lock the door to your bedroom, and this becomes like a full ensuite bath. So you've got some choices there. Again, pretty similar size closet as that first upstairs bedroom that we went to, but still want to show it to you. It does wrap around the corner just a little bit, which gives you just a scotch of that extra hanging space. So even in these spare closets, you've got baseboards, which makes it look just a touch nicer. Who doesn't want to be upscale, right? Bougie on a budget. Bougie on a budget, people. All right, so here's that pseudo ensuite bath. So you've got your own sink here, right? So it doesn't have dual sinks, but it does have A full sink here, tub shower combination. So if you're wanting to take a shower, if you want to take a bath, you do have a little bit of a lip here along the shower to put your shampoos and whatnot. Same thing along the sides of the bath, you've got that as well. Giving you a little bit of a close-up of some of the fixtures here. And yeah. So that does go up high enough to where you shouldn't have to worry about the drywall getting wet. You do have an extra transom window that's in here. You don't need blinds on this one. You shouldn't. I mean, this was smartly done. I mean, there's no even windows on that side of the house. So unless somebody literally puts a ladder on the side of the house, nobody's looking in there. The elongated toilet that's here, give you a look at the tile that's in here. A little bit of a gray, neutral. Be easy to be able to match things. They do have the towel bar already put up for you, as well as the hand towel bar. So let's go out into the hallway here. And so yeah, this would be the bathroom likely used from that bonus room area, from that first bedroom that we went into right off of the right, and also that bedroom that, you know, if you locked this door to the hallway, this would be kind of an ensuite bath. So we've got one more bedroom to hit, but this would be the area that you would store all of your towels, washcloths, you know, extras of whatever, whether it's you've got some medications, whether you've got vitamins, deodorant, any of those things you could store in there. So all of this is carpeted upstairs, which does make it a little bit quieter, both for the people upstairs and when you're walking for the people downstairs. So this is a really good size bedroom that's up here. So if you've got somebody, maybe the oldest child, or somebody that's staying with you for an extended period of time and you're using that downstairs bedroom as an office, then this will be the largest as far as the closet space goes of these upstairs bedrooms. And I mean, a true walk-in closet. I'm gonna give you a full 360 here. So, I mean, it's a large closet. And this one has its own full bath without a doorway to the hallway. So this is a dedicated full bath just for this bedroom. So you can see the shower tub combination. You have the towel bar that's there, the elongated toilet, and here's the sink area. Give you an idea of the cabinets, the mirror, light fixtures, and the hand towel that's already there. So if you've got somebody upstairs and you want them to have their own full bath without access from the hallway, that would be the bedroom for them. So one final thing, we're gonna go check out the outside area, give you an idea of the lot, give you an idea of what your outdoor entertaining area will look like. So one plus is this outdoor entertaining space. It is all concrete, so there's really going to be very little maintenance going on out here. And I'll give you a view of kind of what your neighbors would look like. Looks like they have a good time. They've got a little pool over there, a little trampoline. Looks like they're putting up some bushes for privacy. But give you an idea of your side yard. You do have the dual AC units, which is nice in case one of them ever did go out. But you've got a berm that's back here, which, holy cow, for those of you that want some privacy and don't want to have your neighbors looking right into the back of your house, I don't know how it gets to be more private than that, than to have, you know, some natural elevation that's keeping the neighbors from being able to look in. So you've got some covered back area porch, but you've also got some uncovered back area porch. And something you may not notice from the pictures, so it's only basically 2 steps down. But but you do have a gas line that's out here. So it's nice. You don't have to, you know, keep going buying propane tanks. This is more than big enough to be able to put a hot tub out here or some outdoor furniture. You do have some extra electrical switches that are out here, which again, if you don't have those, you definitely miss them. It is hardy board on the back of the house back here, so it's very durable. You do have one additional outlet that's up here, which is nice if you want to string some lights. You don't have to string them all the way up from the bottom, but if you need an outlet down here, you've got one, so that's pretty nice. You've got a light here, you've got access to put a fan right up here, and it looks like you've got another access point here, probably for electrical. Not 100% sure, but very likely. So again, want to give an additional shout out to Ashley, sending prayers out to her and her family. She's just a wonderful person, wonderful listing agent, super skilled, super kind, and yeah. So thanks again for hanging out with us today. Really appreciate it. You guys have my number, 615-265-1000. If I can be of any assistance, let me know. Thanks for hanging out, watching the whole video with us, checking out these home tours. It's great. You can be, you know, sitting in your pajamas in your living room, watching it on TV, instead of having to go out and tour the neighborhoods. But that's the purpose of this, is to be of service. So God bless you guys. Hope you guys have a great day, and thanks for hanging out with us.